Hey y'all, I know it's been a minute since the last video, but it's now the end of May 2023 and I want to give you a brief tour of what I have going on right now and show you some of the things I already have in the soil, some things I'm going to go ahead and put in probably tomorrow. But I just want to show you what we got going on, and hopefully I'll see you guys again in June for another tour, if not before then. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, and comment, and enjoy. Okay, so starting off right here by the house, I have 3 figs. I had 10 fig cuttings that I tried to start, and some of them are actually still inside this sunroom. They just don't have any leaves on them yet. But this is a brown turkey, and then I have 2 Celeste figs right there. Here I have some okra that actually I'm gonna just scrap, some regular sweet basil or Genovese basil, some holy basil, and then in this tray I have peppers, hot and sweet. I know exactly what peppers these are. I also have some melons. But then in this tray right here, I like to call those my Padre peppers because I don't know what kind of peppers those are. Those are actually peppers that my dad started in a paper bag, not paper bag, but a wet paper towel in a Ziploc baggie, and he didn't label them, so they're gonna be a surprise. And then right here I have a Chicago Hardy fig that I need to go ahead and pot up. Now moving back towards the house, I have some blueberries right here, 3 blueberries, and then I have this 5-gallon bucket that catches the rainwater that comes up off the house so that I can fill up my what's that thing called, my watering can, good lord, with rainwater instead of water from the hose. And then I have right here, I have a blackberry right here, a raspberry, and then another blackberry. And then as you can see, this blackberry actually has some fruit on it, some more flowers, and then some more flower buds right there. So I should get some blackberries pretty soon off of that. And now moving over here, this is where the main garden is, and I will be putting those peppers out probably today or tomorrow. But I made these trellises. Oh, that is a birdhouse that I made with my 2-year-old. But this is a trellis that I made with a $5 netting off of Amazon and some 8-foot posts that I got from Ace Hardware, but you can also get them at Tractor Supply. Here I have some cucumbers, white spine, and national pickling, and there was some white wonders in the middle, but for some reason I tried to start those seeds in a seed starting tray. They didn't do too well. Then I direct sowed them and they still haven't come up, so I'm hoping that they will. I have some dill that I direct sowed right here, a random basil plant I put in there. Then we have some, this is a Paul Robeson tomato, that is a large cherry tomato, and another Paul Robeson over there, and then some beets that are choosing to come up that actually overwintered. The seeds overwintered. And then this is a sunflower over here. I have some beans over here. I learned with the beans that I should have just direct sowed them, but I was impatient, so I started them in pots and then had to up-pot them, so they're a little worse for wear. But we do have some green beans on there. This is a honey nut squash. I want to say that's the zucchini right there, and then I have a scallop squash over there, as well as another bean plant, a marigold, another sunflower, more beans down here. And as you can see, I also put some, I did direct sow some beans like a week after I put these out here, and these green beans are doing very, very good considering. And then this is a sugar baby watermelon right here. Next we have the corn, and I'd say the corn's doing pretty well. It's about mid-shin, mid-calf, so it should definitely be knee-high by the 4th, and I'm actually pretty happy about this. Some of them are a little closer than I would like them to be, but what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna leave them alone and see what happens. Worst case scenario, you know, like this one right here will just die or it just won't produce. But there's a couple of them that are a little shorter than the rest, but I'm pretty happy with this. This is my first time doing an in-bed garden, my first time really attempting to grow corn, as well as some big tomatoes, and so I'm pretty excited about that. And then over here, this is where I'm gonna put my okra. I just have to move this stuff out of the way. In here I have some nasturtium, some chamomile, some holy basil, and these are just random flower seeds that I threw in here. I don't really know which one is which, to be honest with you, but I'm gonna move these pots. I just needed to get them off of the grass because they were on the grass the other day, but I had to come in and mow the lawn. So that is the in-bed garden that I have here. Not exactly sure the size of the space. At least like 12 to 15 feet by probably 6.5. I'm not sure, but not too big. Now moving over here, I just put these out yesterday. These are the Back to the Roots raised beds, and I'm gonna actually do a review over these once I get them completely planted and get some growth on them, but I'm pretty excited. In here I planted out some hibiscus yesterday that I really needed to transplant, some sorrel hibiscus, or excuse me, some roselle hibiscus. And then over here, this is my Beers black fig that I brought from Florida, and it's doing pretty good. It's been in my possession for a year now, and the bird pooped on it. Wow, awesome. But it's doing pretty good. And then over here, this is an interesting situation. So this is my lemon lime patio bundle that's also been in my possession for a year. However, when it was in the sunroom over the wintertime, it had all the leaves you could possibly think of. It was absolutely stunning, but I didn't harden it off. I just popped it outside. Hard winds came through, tornadoes came through, storms, and all the leaves got ripped off of the lime, at least, which surprisingly has some fruit that's sizing up. And I'm gonna leave this alone and see what happens to it. But this right here with the thorns is my lemon, and then this is my lime over here. But there are some new leaves coming in. I don't know if you can tell, but pretty excited about that. Okay, so that is the garden tour for now. One thing I am gonna go ahead and transplant while I'm out here is this ginger that I just put in a Ziploc bag with some seed starting mix and a little bit of water, and I left it in the sunroom because it gets pretty warm in there. And I did close up the bag just a little bit, but I did leave a small hole just for air to just for airflow. But I'm gonna go ahead and probably put this in one of those Back to the Roots raised bed sections and see what happens. I've never grown ginger before. That is just store-bought ginger that was kind of just going bad. I didn't really want to use it in my juicing that I do, and so I decided to go ahead and pop it in a bag and see if I can grow some fresh ginger. So we'll see what happens. So yeah, we'll see what happens with the ginger. I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you in the next one. These are some potatoes that I have out front in this flower pot. I took some chitted potatoes from the pantry and just decided to throw them in here. I'm a little concerned considering the spacing, but I'm pretty excited to see what happens.